Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Soto, and today I'm doing an informative speech on the United States Army Reserves. This speech is to inform the audience of the Army Reserve Program, the best army in the world. I served in the Army Reserves for 9 years. The United States Army Reserve is the Federal Reserve of the United States Army. Together, the Army Reserve and the Army National Guard constitute the Army element of the reserve component of the United States Armed Forces. It was founded in 1908, 110 years ago, by the United States Department of the Army. The United States Congress created an official Army Reserve in order to place a large portion of American citizen soldiers under federal control during times of peace and war. Between World War I and World War II, the Army planned for an organized reserve force of 33 divisions. When the United States entered World War II in December 1941, the number of Army Reserve officers on active duty rose from less than 3,000 to more than 57,000. Recognizing the importance of the organized reserve to American success during World War II, Congress authorized retirement and drill pay for the first time in 1948. The Korean War, that was between 1950 and 1953, saw more than 240,000 American Army Reserve soldiers called to active duty. Faced with implementing a global peacekeeping mission with a greatly curtailed military budget and active military force, Congress intended to use the reserve component to make up for the loss of personnel. This required the Army Reserve to be manned, equipped, and trained at levels comparable to the active Army. It was from this concept that the Army Reserve Operational Reserve would evolve over the next 20 years. What is the purpose of the Army Reserves? The Army Reserves, or reserve formation, or simply reserve, is a group of military personnel or units which are initially not committed to a battle by their commander, so they are available to address unforeseen situations or exploit sudden opportunities. When active duty soldiers deploy overseas, Army Reserve soldiers often fill their positions at home, serving as drill sergeants, instructors, and security personnel. In the event of national disasters such as hurricanes or flooding, Army Reserve soldiers are on the scene to support humanitarian and relief operations. During times of both war and peace, soldiers in the Army Reserve help countries to establish or restore governmental institutions and functions. To support this effort, the Army Reserve trains cultural experts to coordinate with local populations. The Army Reserve staff most of the Army's hospitals, triage centers, clinics, and field medical units. As you might expect, the medical capabilities of the Army Reserve soldier often exceed active duty soldiers because they bring their civilian experience to the table. As an Army Reserve personnel, your duty station is next to home. You don't have to move to a different state. The steps to require to join would be: step number 1, you got to test qualify. You take the ASVAB, which is an aptitude test, which is 3 hours long. Then you take a physical, which is like a sports physical, where they measure your height and weight, hearing and vision, urine and blood tests, muscle group, and joint maneuvers. And then step 3, you sign your contract and you swear in. The different jobs in the Army Reserves but not limited to would be administrative support, arts and media, combat, computers and technology, construction and engineering, intelligence and combat support, legal and law enforcement, mechanics, medical and emergency, and transportation and aviation. The opportunities that the Army Reserve provides, we have 3. Minuteman Scholarship. The Minuteman Scholarship covers full tuition and fees, uncapped at any college or university served by an Army Reserve Officer Training Corps or ROTC program, or it can be used towards room and board, capped at $10,000 per year. The PAYS program, which stands for Partnership for Youth Success. The U.S. Army Partnership for Youth Success program is an enlistment option and recruiting initiative. The Army signs a memorandum of agreement with a cross-section of private industry academia, businesses, and state and local public institutes. Future soldiers and their ROTC cadets are guaranteed a job interview and possible employment with their chosen pay partner after the Army. This unique program provides America's youth with a unique opportunity to simultaneously serve their country and prepare for the future, and being able to go to college full time. If you want to go to college without an interruption, many Army Reserve units now offer that option. The Army Reserves also help you pay for college, and if you already attend college, the Army Reserve will help you to pay off your loans. In conclusion, the Army Reserves is a great opportunity with different programs it offers and the opportunity to serve while being in your hometown.